So, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. This is Speak of the Joker, and tonight we continue Pentiment. This is a game. What kind of game is this? It's a mature game, first of all. Rated M for mature. It is a supposedly raunchy, according to the reviews, although we haven't gotten too much raunchiness. Maybe that's because of the choices that we make. That might be it. But you step into a living, illustrated world in medieval Europe, and there's heavy religious themes. We work at a religious book writing, art making shop. And there are so many words I don't know in this game. So let's have fun watching me struggle to read. It is a mix of ignorance and dyslexia that is creating a particular challenge for this. So just so you know, this game is dialogue heavy, but there is no spoken word. So it is all written. So I will do my best to read along. And last we left, somebody was just murdered, and it is our job to solve the murder. And in fact, I took notes. It's not actually our job to solve it. I don't think anybody's asked us to solve it. It's my job to solve it because they arrested the wrong man, and he's a friend of mine. So that's my motivation. It looks like the whole last week was one day. And this is like day 2. So it's a slow game. There's 2 days before the Baron or somebody comes. And I basically have 2 days to solve the murder. I took notes. I took notes from last time. Here's what we know. There is can't read my own handwriting. Let's go. Secret door in the library. So remember, secret doors, passageways, but definitely one in the library. The knife was in the Botter was in the body still. Brother Piero. The elderly... Wow, I cannot read that. He's elderly, and maybe he might be left-handed? Or no, he left... Oh, no. I got it. He left early AM when... Okay, so read that word wrong. That word is Guy. When Brother Guy showed up. So we've already started piecing together. Even before I knew somebody was murdered, I started writing these things down. And somebody was out for a walk. So there we go. That's all we got. There's not a ton of clues so far. We'll see how well I do at solving this. So let's go. I should follow Florenz. How do I remember all the controls? Let's hit this one. There we go. When there's an underlined word, you can hit this, and it will either show a picture, or if you've never seen it before, it'll define it. Okay, there we go. Advice and go to the Druckers. Does that seem so loud? This seems so loud to me. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. Hopefully it'll clear my head. Hopefully. So we were kicked out basically because we were arguing. That's it. We were arguing with the people that's like, hey, you can't put this guy falsely in jail. Yeah, they don't really care about that. Let's see if we can open up our journal. Okay, that's not the journal button. Maybe it is the journal button. Hey, no, that's the menus. Okay, nope, that's not the journal button. This button? There we go. And it always takes a second to get back into it. So I'm hoping that... Yeah, see, if you look at the top, we have the map, which I will constantly need to check. I don't think we can do anything here right now. But then the journal is, like, the actual quest that we're on. It's weird. There's no quest called, like, The Murder. That I would like to know. So, why is there no The Murder? The weather's awful, but I still have to get to the scriptorium. Hopefully tempers have calmed down since last night. That's what I did. I got there. And then we go over to this page, and it's the brothers and sisters discovered Lorenz murdered in the chapter house. Brother Piero kneeling nearby with a bloody knife. I can't make sense of it, but the abbot has ordered me to leave until tomorrow. Brother Florian promised to let me covertly attend his examination of the body later today. So I guess I didn't catch that, so that's good. Until then, he thinks I should sit down for a good meal. Okay, so here's something I didn't do last time. I was so concerned with, if you look at this, the time of day, it's 6 to 11 hour. So this is like late morning. So last time I was so concerned with being late that I actually didn't explore a lot intentionally. I skipped a bunch. And it seems like the time moves based on story interaction, not on actual time. So I'm not making that mistake this time. We're exploring. So the other thing that I know, although I didn't write down in my notes, the other thing that I know is the guy who was killed, he's a baron, he's a big shot, so which is why they're falsely arresting somebody, because it's better to have somebody. But he has a book that talks about the true history of this town, and he has said over and over that it's very controversial. Now, also part of the history of the town is the saint. And so it sounds like there's a pagan version of this. So maybe he has definitive proof. So this is the first time we've been in this shrine. So I don't know if we're going to get anything in here. Brother Matthew maintains a shrine along with some of the sisters who paints badges for the pilgrims. So a lot of people come here on pilgrimage for this shrine. Hit that wrong button. So let's see what we can learn here. A reliquary. I'm telling you, man, there's so many words that I don't know. So we're doing our best here. Oh, what did it say? A reliquary containing the hand of Saint Mortiz, which is said to have once held the Holy Lance. So, like, things like that. Like, there might be proof that that's not true. Is that worth murdering somebody over for? I mean, yeah, in medieval Europe, probably. Let's check out the garden. Now, we have been ordered to leave this area, but I'm also hoping that I can explore a little. The cat. Is his name Moostfanger? That's a great name for a cat. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. That's fun. We get to pet the cats in this game. That's fun. Lost my train of thought. I'm hoping I can explore a little because everybody's still, like, worried about the body, basically. Sister Gertrude dries and stores her herbs here. Okay. Do we need to know anything about herbs? Probably not. The sisters certainly kept the garden well tended. Okay. Oh, there was something else that I wanted to tell you as we're just getting into this game. Something else. When we look at ourselves, this is us. So there was a character creation part of last time where essentially through conversation they said, oh, how did you grow up? And I'm a rapscallion who studied imperial law. I use logical arguments, and I'm an orator, which is I've studied the art of rhetoric and, you know, convincing people. Very much feels like made by the same people. Fallout New Vegas. What was that sound? Did you hear that? Not the cat. There was like a bang. Okay, that actually kind of freaked me out because I'm in the middle of like explaining stuff. Anyways, so it seems to come in play in terms of interactions. Like I can threaten people like a rapscallion. So far, the rapscallion has not come in handy. There's also a heavy reputation system, which so far has not paid off. So it seems like something that I didn't do last time is I was always answering things very honestly and in character. That seems to be the wrong thing to do. You basically want to gaslight and manipulate everybody. So you always want to take their side or support them unless somebody is watching, and then you'll have to pick. Because we had what I'm calling reputation checks, where people go, oh, I would do this for you, and then there's a little green bar under their name, and it's only 3/4 full. But they're like, you didn't support me in that argument, or whatever. So These are, so far, so very interesting. I've recapped what last week was like, and so let's dive in here. Cassine is lucky to have so much wound wart naturally growing. If only I had it back in Nuremberg. Alright, hopefully nobody's in here, or we're gonna get in, like, some serious trouble. A painting of Hilgard of Burden, Mother Cecilia's favorite. Okay, she was the Benedictine abbess, visionary mystic, and prolific writer on a variety of subjects. Oh, okay, cool. So she's like the first lady who took over this. This is locked. The doors that come in are locked. To outsiders, men at least. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, yeah, I probably shouldn't have been trying to go in there in hindsight. But is there just a chance she just doesn't see us? Alright, let's risk it. Let's risk that biscuit. Oh, God bless you. Oh, well, thank you. And God bless you. Is there something I can help you with? Okay, she's not mad at us, so that's a good sign. I noticed that you took the sisters inside when I walked. I missed that, but okay. Oh, with the Baron. Yeah. Yeah, sure, let's talk about the Baron. We want to know what concern of it is yours. Well, the Baron's been murdered, so we want to know why people hate him. You said much in saying nothing. Given that the Baron was just murdered, it seems worth inquiring about the cause. So I want to say the top one, but this is like this is a skill that I have. So I'm going to pick this one. And now I will say even less. Okay, well, that didn't work at all. That's such an obvious response on her part. Do I get another shot at it? Do I get another shot? Is there something I can help you with? I do get another shot. Given the Baron was just murdered, why do you not trust in the abbot's judgment? It's not the, appeal to authority. Do I use an appeal to authority argument? It's not the abbot's judgment that matters, it's the archdeacon. It's not just that I want to understand what's happened. No, of course I don't. Brother Piero, he wouldn't hurt a mouse. So that's true. The people that I was able to talk to right after the murder were like, yeah, obviously he didn't do it, but we need to pin it on somebody, and he was holding the knife. So it's kind of like, I think that's a pretty good argument. Again, I'm going to use my reputation skill check, which, you know, didn't work last time, but let's do it. All too true, but you must proceed carefully. The abbot does not want anything to interfere with the archdeacon's investigation. That includes you. Then help me. Help you what? Blame someone else for the murder? You know Piero didn't murder the Baron. It had to be someone else. Help me find justice. Ooh, I don't think I want to appeal to her justice. I want to use a little bit more logic. I will not condemn someone else to death. What? So you're going to condemn him to death? In doing nothing, you're allowing Brother Piero to die. Is that any better? Condemnation is for the archdeacon and God, not us. There's no sin in bringing truth to light. That's what I'm going to say. I am simply a nun. What do you think I can do to help? She didn't seem to want to talk about the Baron, so I'm going to say, you know what happened. You know what happens as this abbey better than anybody. Better than the abbot? The abbot sees only the brother's side. You need to watch over the sisters and know what's happening with the brothers. That's what I'm going to say. True. Oh, okay. Okay. I think we're doing okay on this conversation. All right, I did have reason to be concerned about Baron Rafal's presence. The Baron caused irreparable harm to one of the sisters on his last visit. Oh, did he do something he was not supposed to do? The damage was severe enough that she had to leave us for a time. 9 months' time? Or what? Say nothing. I'm gonna say nothing. This is why I removed the sisters from his presence as soon as I could. I'm not going to ask which sister, because there is no way she's going to tell me. I'm going to say, are there any who may have wanted revenge? I cannot know what's in a person's heart. Can I at least speak to the sister who was harmed? No. I don't think that'd be appropriate. Alright, that doesn't help me much. I don't know what happened to whom. Okay, I'm gonna say nothing. It's a painful memory, I bet. Alright, this doesn't help me much if I don't know what happened to whom. I appreciate that. We're gonna lead from understanding. I understand that this is less information than you likely wanted, but I do not think I can tell you any more in good conscience. That's fine. How about this? Trust me when I say that the victim of this incident could not have killed the Baron. Okay, so under, I'm taking a note. I'm taking a note. Under Baron bad deeds, he harmed a sister. And we're just going to take her word for it and say, not a suspect. That doesn't mean she doesn't have friends, and she doesn't have people that care about her. I need more than that. Are there any records of her or what happened? Yes, we keep records of all the sisters in the library. Not that's going to do any good. Okay, records. Records in library. Boom. And what did I read earlier? There's a secret door to the library. Wait, where does it go on the other side? I don't know where it goes. Ah, this again. Could I ask Sister Illuminata to see them? I'm not going to even imply that I would bring in another sister on this. Again? It's the way Kirasa has been running for centuries. No men are allowed in the library other than the abbot himself. That's not going to change now. Oh, Sister... Oh, what? Why would I tell her that? Sister Lama told me there's a secret entrance to the library. Why would I tell her that? Oh, and do you know where it is? Well... Okay, why would I tell her that? And then does the brain symbol mean I do know where it's at? The entrance is somewhere in the crypt? I'm gonna say crypt. I'm gonna say crypt for the door. I'm putting that in my notes, but I'm not gonna say that. So I'm gonna say not yet. Good, Sister Luna is a faithful guardian of her charge. I'm not gonna growl at her. This guy makes some weird dialogue choices. Alright, I'll have to figure this out on my own. Thank you for your help. If you won't let me in, I'll find my way in or growl. Okay, I'll just say thanks for your help. I got enough information. I got as much information as I'm likely to get from her. Or what I would have likely to have expected to get from her. Those are words. And I said them. Okay, so I can't go there. I was kind of pushing it anyways. Okay. So I think for right now, that's all I can do up here. Now this is where the Baron stayed. Now, also the little thief kid may have stole something that will point towards motivation, so I do kind of need to find him, but he's not on my side. Oh, what is this? A letter to the Baron from Prior Fennerk? Oh yeah, that guy. He's kind of a little bit of a jerk, or he was yesterday, but he's also like loaned me a bunch of stuff. Am I supposed to be able to read that? I can't read that. Oh, is that the point? Is it written in a language I don't understand? That's the point? Because if you look at your character, yeah. Oh, that's going to tell me. Great. Lorenz was blackmailing Fennec to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. No wonder Fennerk, I have to figure out a way to pronounce that and stick with it, was so unsettled when he arrived the Baron could have gotten him executed for witchcraft. Greatly just redeemed first. Well, thank you very much. You're the first that ever firsted today. How do you feel watching me at 7:25 p.m.? Welcome to the time zone. Wait, I don't know if that's not public. Ooh. Okay, so I can't go upstairs here, which is lame. So the only thing I could get was... The only thing I could get was that letter. So, okay. The Baron was blackmailing. We're going to write this down. Blackmailing. Mailing. I know it doesn't matter that I'm spelling these words wrong because it's my notes, but still, I am. Blackmailing brother. I need to abbreviate brother. How about bro? Fenric. Close enough. Boom. It felt weird to get a notification. Joker's live on Wednesday night. Yeah. This is what it's like when you're a world traveler. Time zones are confusing. So I do appreciate you coming. And look, I got my auto shout out to work. Isn't that exciting? Boom. Shout it out, Gravy Rain. Check her out. Give her a follow. Do it. Do it. The figures in this I wasn't reading. St. Christopher's are quite nice. Okay. So we have not explored the town, really, because we were on a mission. Today, we're going to explore the town. I don't know how that's going to help us, but I'm hoping we get a lot of stuff that we would have gotten otherwise. I've never been to the mill. Who was blackmailing Brother Fennec? You did come in a little late, so I'm taking notes. So, the Baron Lorenz was murdered. And so I'm kind of keeping a note of people that might have a grudge against him. So far, he harmed one of the sisters. No details, but the details are records in the library. So I might be able to get that at some point. And he was blackmailing the brother. So maybe he has a motivation. I don't know. Let's check out the Roman ruins. I'm guessing I could have done this all last time, and it's probably not directly connected to the murder, but it's nice to get this world building now. Oh, collapse. This must have allowed access to the aqueduct. Okay. There's a graffiti, a child's drawing. I wonder who the artist is. Okay. So just a little flavor down here, but nothing yet. Yeah, we didn't go to the mill at all last time. What a curious mill. The wind turns the sails. That powers the grinding stone. Is it curious, or is it just a windmill? Oh, hi! Oh. Oh. Glass window. They must have cost a fortune. Oh, okay. So the miller is... got some money. Okay, so I have gone... Okay, I know where we're at. Essentially, we just did a little loop. So there wasn't a whole lot going on there. So the actual destination now is, well, this guy's house, I think. Okay, are we translating? Are we translating? Because I speak a little Greek, maybe? Good day, Andres. Back from the Abbey already. It's only noon. So I guess if I didn't speak this language, it wouldn't translate? Are you all right? No, something terrible has happened. I'm not sure. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I'm going to say something terrible has happened. Let's let him in on this. He's our friend, right? Oh, God. What No, forgive me. Come inside and sit down for a minute. If it's not an imposition, I'd appreciate a moment to rest. Yes, this has been a difficult day. Could use a distraction. Oh, I'm going inside. Not an imposition at all. My friends are always welcome in my home. Besides, I could use your opinion on something. Oh, giving my opinion's my favorite thing. I don't know if that's my character's favorite thing, but sure. Oh, this, like, auto-translate thing is nice. Good day, Andra. Should I fix you a plate? It's noon, right? How about I'm always glad to eat your cooking? Oh my, Klaus, you must invite our server more often so I can hear someone compliment my food. Exactly. Exactly. Your cooking is lovely, darling. Hello. Hello, Berthold. How are you? Sleepy. Oh yeah, we're not supposed to talk to children because this is like medieval or whatever. Yeah, don't give me that medieval politeness nonsense. Come back to my workshop. Oh, it's an intense workbench. I'm going to do a new run of Till Splooge. Okay, the titular character of a popular 15th century book. Till is a prankster, continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He's also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. Oh, that's so dumb. I'd read that. Okay, so he's gonna, like, make a copy of it. That's what's happening. What do you think of these new ones? Is he making a copy? No, he can't make a copy. Sorry, that technology doesn't exist. Right? I don't know. Alright. How about the figures and composition are terrific, but the background is quite dense and busy? No, it looks wonderful. Excellent work. Thank you. I'll be sure to let Marie know. Are these her woodcuts? They are woodcuts! Okay, so it is like a copy. Okay. I don't know what year they started that. I thought it was before this, so I guess it was. Okay. They are. The drawings were mine, but she did the block cuts. I've got enough talent to draw designs, but only she can do the woodcut and the type. Okay, interesting. So she's the, like, crafter, and he's the artist of it. That's nice. Bless us, O Lord, and these, your gifts, which are about to be received for your bounty. I read that all wrong, but you got the idea. Through Christ, our Lord. Amen. 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 All right. I'm hungry. Huh? Amen? Or amen? I'll say amen. These people seem not in the mood to joke about that. I'm interested. What were the bells for at the Abbey? They were sounding for a long time. Okay. Do we tell them or do we not tell them? We tell them. The visiting nobleman, Lord Rothrock, was found murdered in the chapter house. Oh, I didn't get a chance to not tell them. Okay. God in heaven, he just rode by here yesterday. Yes, and it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I work with in the scriptorium, Piero, was accused of the crime. That's awful. A murder in Curacao. How could a monk do such a thing? I'm sorry, Andres. The Baron seems like an interesting man, and I know he's been patron for the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? And does the abbot believe that Brother Piero killed him? I've always spoken of him in the kindest term. You've always spoken, sorry. Okay, here we go. Here's our chance. I just changed the voices like every line, so sorry. I can't keep that straight. I'd rather you spare the details, but it's hard to believe what happened to him was natural. There's a lot of blood. I'd rather not speculate what happened. It seemed like Lorenz had been stabbed, but I don't know. There was a lot of blood around him. So all the details, a little details, no details. I think the idea of giving them no details would be to lessen the amount of people that know, so that if somebody knows he's been stabbed, then they might be a suspect. And then the benefit of giving them more details is they might have insight to that. They might say, oh, stabbed? Well, you know, this guy has a knife or something. You know what? I'll give them all the details. I trust these people, and I don't know why. But no, I can't believe Piero did it. I can't imagine him harming anyone. Stabbed! It's hard for me to imagine a monk doing that, but who knows? Oh, could it have been one of the sisters? But if it wasn't Brother Piero, who do you think could have done it? Hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's write that down. We're going to follow up with Lucky. I don't think he did it, just because that would be too easy, right? He got into an argument with this guy. So I'm going to make a note to follow up with Lucky. I did see Lucky Stronger get into a shouting argument with Lorenz yesterday, just before I walked by your place. Lucky? What would have caused him to shout at a nobleman? Select food item to eat. Farmer's bread? I don't know what farmer's bread is, but that sounds amazing. Let's start with the sausage. Something tells me farmer's bread is dense. There's probably something else going on you wouldn't know about, dear. What do you mean by that? I'm not one to trade gossip, but if you really want to know, talk to some of the other women in town. Okay, follow up with women. Women. Or Mother Cecilia up at the Abbey. So I already talked to her, so I'm not sure that she'll give me any more. Could it have something to do with the nuns? I'm gonna say it could have something to do with the nuns. Like, she doesn't know that I already talked to Mother Cecilia, but she knows something's going on. Something that nun was harmed. But would Lucky argue with Lorenz about nuns? Oh, there's no need for that. Lucky is a forthright man. I'm sure if you ask him, he'll tell you what the argument was about. Thank you both. That's good advice. There's something else, though. When Lorenz and I were walking up through the meadow, the widow, Kempner, came out of the woods, and yes, well, she cursed him. I'm not surprised. Othello's late husband, ran afoul of Lorenz in his last visit. Did he? Okay, and we need to talk to Otella about her husband. I'm gonna need more places to take notes. I don't remember the details, but Raining died just a year, and Otella hasn't been the same since. Select a food item to eat. We're gonna save the pasta for last. We're gonna eat this farmer's bread. She was always an old, I'm gonna say witch. I don't want to read that. Even before she was old. Klaus, that's enough. She's had to deal with a Job's lot in life. Job's lot in life. Sorry. I got it. I gotta remember the context. And now she lives all alone at the edge of the woods. There are rumors she's going to lose her property soon. I do pity her, even if she's a bitter woman. There should be some exception in the law for her to inherit. Yeah, there should be. There's all kinds of messed up laws. Still, today, but not even that far back. So, but I did study law at the university, so I can say women are not legally barred from inheriting. It all depends on the details of their lease. Did she come from a wealthy family? She did, in fact, wealthier than Raining's anyways. If the land they lived on was part of her dowry, she may make the case to lay claim to it as a property of equal value, or a property of equal value. Oh, God, it's so complicated. How about she just gets to keep her house? How about that? Well, are you a lawyer, Andres? Enough about Otilla. Otilia. Otilia? That sounds right. I like that. Is there anyone else you think may have done it? I don't know if there's been any ill intent, but Prior Fenric has been acting strangely since he arrived, because he was being blackmailed. He did act strange. That might explain his attitude, because he kind of seemed like a nice guy in the way I talked about him, but then in the game he was kind of a jerk.
Mm.
Oh, I'm so thirsty today. Perhaps an academic, perhaps an academic disagreement. I know they're both avid readers, both of the classics and new works. Yes, everything keeps coming back to this new book that may have soiled the town's reputation, or something like that. On his last visit, the Baron bought a book. Book? Brook? Oh, it's a day here on astronomy for me. I know the Prior has some similar interests. This is how he talks. But would the Prior kill someone over a simple disagreement? It's not that outlandish. When I was at university, mentions it again, doesn't he? I saw men throw punches over small academic concerns. Granted, I was very drunk at the time, but I think that's what the argument was about. I'm not gonna say that. Maybe I should not have picked Rapscallion, because all of the... Like, I thought it would, like, imply some kind of, like, cleverness, but so far it's always like, I look like an idiot. I used to get drunk at university and start fights. What were we talking about? Like, come on, dude, don't say that. You're a graduate. You're an artist. Oh, what is opinion for some is a testament of faith for others, and is worth killing for. I feel like that's an overstatement. I would have liked to have been able to say something else. Maybe so, but I've never seen that sort of anger in Prior Ferency. I'm gonna just pronounce his name different every time. Let's solve it right now. How do we say this? F-E-R-E-N-C. Fear... I don't know where he's from, so that obviously has a big change. You know what? Let's Google it. Because his name comes up so much, and I say it different every time. F-E-R-E-N-C. Okay, how do you pronounce it? Okay, it's Hungarian. Wow, I used to actually know the International Phonetics Alphabet. That sure would be helpful to know right now. Pronounce. Do we have like a...
Ferenc.
Here we go. Did we hear that?
Ferenc.
Did you hear that?
Ferenc. Ferenc. Ferenc.
Ferenc.
Ferenc.
Ferenc.
Ferenc.
Ferenc.
Ferenc.
Ferenc. So, I mean, now that I'm saying it, it sounds completely obvious. So, Ferenc. Prior Ferenc. Not even with Gurno has made Avid instead of him. Okay. Alright. This is like the worst game I could have ever picked. I didn't know it was this much reading. Afterwards, he seemed bitter, but never violent. That just doesn't seem to be part of his character. So, Lucky, the widow, and the Abbot Prior. Anybody else? There was something strange when I approached the Abbot. When we approached the Abbot together. Mother Cecilia was outside with some of the sisters. I think his wife might know some details here about what happened. Mother Cecilia scowled and took the nuns inside without saying a word. Sounded like they have a history, at least. Select food item to eat. I didn't finish my bread. I guess I'll eat the pasta, since it's the last thing. I don't know Mother Cecilia personally, but I've never heard anyone speak badly of her. If she had cause to dislike the Baron, I must believe she had good reason. I do believe her. Well, Andres, it sounds like there's a lot to look into. Thank you for talking to me. I was feeling overwhelmed. Thank you for your care. It has helped me understand. That's the one I will pick. You're always welcome here, Andres. Anytime. Yeah! Oh, the kid was here the whole time. I talked about murder right in front of the kid. Oops. You're especially welcome with this one. Oh. Hello. That's an interesting place to put the chairs. I guess if you don't have a lot of floor space, it's like, hey, if we're not eating, get these out of the way. Ah, my ear itches. Oh, God be with you, Andres. Thank you, goodbye. Be good until I come back. Yeah, sure, we'll say that to the kid. I'll try. That's it? I don't get to explore their house? Whoa! See, this is the problem. Time moves on, and I didn't even mean to. I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? I could talk to Lucky. He's probably working in front of his house. True. The widow lives south of here. She's interesting. I'm gonna probably do that. Brother. Wait. How do you pronounce it? Ferenc is usually at the scriptorium, but I won't be able to walk in until tomorrow. Yeah, he's out. So nothing would prevent me from talking to Mother Cecilia in the Covenant. I already talked to her. But if I don't attain Brother Florian's examination of the body at the Abbey, he'll have to do it without me. Yeah, so I definitely want... I wish I knew what was going to advance time, because I want to examine the body. Right? I want the physical evidence. The other stuff, theoretically, I could get later. Okay. That was scary. Okay. So, I'm here. Straight up. I do want to attend the... Man. I do want to attend the examination of the body, but I don't know what to... Okay, let's see. Cults. No. Which one is examining the body? So this is the general quest right here. This is talk to Lucky, not too worried about that. The Widow's Curse. Ooh, did I just piece something together? The stonemason was angry because of what the Baron did to the sister because he was actually in love with her. Does any of this make sense? I don't remember. So I don't see where the option is to investigate the body, so I'm going to just assume I can't actually do that right now. And so let's find the guy Lucky. I don't know where he was. Is this him? I can't remember everybody's name. No, okay, so I thought he was Lucky, so I'm actually confused about who I was looking for after all. That's okay. There we go. I don't think it makes sense for him, so we're going to find out what his motivation was, and we get a pet a cat when we're done. It's right there. Hello, Andres. Just everyone has that voice. Something you need? How you doing, Lucky? We don't get to talk much. I can see you're busy, so I'll keep it brief. How about that? We're going to lie to him. We're not going to keep it brief. We're going to interrogate the heck out of him. I'd hope to ask you a few questions about the Baron. No. No, but it'll only take a moment. Ask your questions of someone else. I saw you shouting at the Baron when he arrived at Tassing. What was it about? We're still gonna ask. We have to ask. It's our job. We're not getting paid for it, though. Get it through your pebble-stuffed head. I'm not talking about Hrothgar. Ooh. A man's life is dead, and another man's hangs in the balance. I like that. He probably doesn't know he's dead, by the way. If you had no part in the death, you simply... No, I don't like that. You know, we're going to go with rhetoric. Speech check. Christ compels us to speak honestly, neighbor to neighbor. Howdy ho, neighbor. Damn it, Andres. I told you to leave me be. Christ has nothing to do with this one. Talking about it makes you angry, and you don't strike me as a man quick to anger. Okay, oh, here we go. We get a thought bubble, which will help us consider. Yeah, he told me you didn't want to talk. But it's clear they argued over something. Lucky is known to be an honest man. Maybe I can push him just a little bit more. Doesn't seem like the type to hold a grudge, though I suppose he'd take kindly to my suggestion he's a murderer. I'm going to say that one, right? I don't. You don't strike me as a man quick to anger. Sure. How about that? This will be remembered. That's because I was very angry with him, and now he's dead, so I'm not. I'm not celebrating his death, but I'm not all that sad about it. And that's all I'll say about it. Good day. Darn it. I messed this up. He was not being forthright with me, and he seems eager to get away. If I wait here, maybe he'll leave and I can observe his actions. But should I do it now? It'll probably take a while. I'll follow him, sure. I don't know. He's going fishing. Why do people just not gonna just talk to me? I guess that's pretty realistic. Probably wouldn't talk to him. I'd be like, I need a lawyer. Ooh, do I got a stealth check? Just gonna blow my cover. Oh dear. Is there something the matter with the Zimmerman's brazen? There's no R in that. Oh, nothing going on here. Just having a rest. How you doing? You're looking well, very healthy. Yeah, that's what women like to hear. Oh, you're such a flirt. I've been taking a restorative made by that new doctor in town. Being a parent is terribly exhausting, you know. Of course you don't. But I'm sure you will someday, nice man like you. Are the girls feeding you enough? You're looking a little thin. Oh, take some of this bread. You should perk right up. Nothing like bread to fortify the spirit. Bread. I'm delivering it to Father Thomas. You know the father loves his bread. He's quite a bread enthusiast. My favorite customer. Ooh, maybe I can deliver it for him. You should come by the bakery more often. Anna would love to see you. She's so cute when she tries to steal your hat. Pardon me, I just remembered I left the curtain store open until later. I'd love to. Yeah, I'd love to. Let's discuss another time. Of course, until later. I'm not going to lie to her. I'm just going to say, deuces! Oh. Everybody keeps talking to me. So this is where the woman who has locked herself up lives. So maybe he talks to her? Is this the woman that the Baron harmed? The sister that the Baron harmed locked herself up? To, like, repent or whatever? That checks out. And he cared about her. And he's here to visit her. Huh? It's all coming together. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. Master Merla, you're finally here at the church, and it's not even Sunday. Ah ha ha. Afternoon, have you seen Lucky? What can I say? I missed you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna just go around lying to people. He's over in the churchyard, somewhere near the heaving stones. Why do you ask? Oh. And here we go. Afternoon, Father Thomas. How's my favorite customer? Oh, great. No, I can't live without my rye. That's how he talks. You're too kind. Please enjoy with my well wishes. I should be off. Be well, you two. Quick, turn around and eat the bread. Here, Lucky. Andres was looking for you. I told her to leave me in peace. What are you doing here? Lucky, long time no see. How are you? Still angry? Oh no! Are you following me? That's what I'm gonna say. This is the worst thing I could have said. Say nothing. Laughs nervously. Yes, I'm gonna say yes. Oh, that's right. People don't have a sense of humor in this game. He's mad at me. I told you to leave me alone. Lucky, leave the man be. He and I were talking about the church. All is well. Now tell me, how's my wall? Grrr. The damage is not difficult to repair. Oh, that's right. He's the one talking about the damage, so maybe he's not visiting her. And I could put the fallen stones back up now. That would be marvelous. I'm sure the lady would appreciate it too. But please, don't risk yourself. Get someone younger men to help you. That's rude. How about need a hand? Yeah, I'm gonna just offer. I'm not gonna... He's gonna say no. He hates me. Alright. Weird flex, but okay. Father Thomas. Afternoon! Is he fishing? Like, I don't understand. So this guy came by and said, hey, let's go fishing. And then this guy went and got his stuff to go fishing, right? I mean, this checks out. He's going to do a couple rocks, and then he's going to meet him down at the fishing place. Even at his age. Lucky is quite able. Only Big Jorg can match his strength. Thank you for your labors. It doesn't seem like a guy I should mess with. Let's see. Father Thomas might know where men go fishing. If I ask him, he'll know I'm actually following. I mean, I already said I was following him. I didn't lie. I was like, yeah, I'm following you. It's not a good idea being a bad-sided man who's so strong. Even though I'm no scout myself. This is what I say to myself. How about I just say, tell me. I don't think so. I don't think I've seen a suitable place. There's a small waterfall in the forest where salmon trout gather, or so I've heard. I'm not much of a fisherman myself, a bit squeamish, you understand. Why do you ask? Surely you're not really following him. I said I was. He's an honorable man. Look, I don't think that he's dishonorable, but he's hiding something, and I want to know what it is. I'm going to run off without a word. Oh! This is a little weird. I feel like I have gone down like a literal wild goose chase. He's like going fishing. He's not doing anything suspicious. Oh boy. Here we go again. Who's going to come up this time and talk to us? It's kind of been the joke so far. Oh! Get off me. Of course. Do I just let these bugs crawl on me? Oh, it's a quick time event. I'm supposed to hit it immediately. Oh, shoot. Okay, pay attention. What, the waterfall's too loud. I can't hear much. Here we go. I didn't know I was doing quick time events. I've just failed 2 in a row, and I didn't even mean to. I was just letting the game play out. Got it. Okay. Ooh, I'm so bad at quick time events, too. It's like a thing. God, those poor fish. It is better than letting them suffer. Look, if you're going to catch them, then you have to kill them. That's part of the process. Until later. Wow, that's a lot of fish. That is a lot of fish. You got like weeks worth of fish in just a few minutes. Pretty impressive. That guy's gonna notice, right? Oh no. Flowers. Is this an abandoned mine or something? Well, I completed the quest. I hope that doesn't progress the day. I can't move. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Okay. Whose grave is it? 2 innocents. What? Have I been onto something this whole time? Okay. So the Baron harmed a sister, and then she had to go away for a while. These are like old-timey euphemisms for got her pregnant. And maybe she didn't survive, either physically or emotionally. And then this says 2 innocents. That's strange. Are there 2 people buried here? Children, perhaps? Could they be Lucky's children? Why would they have been buried outside a churchyard then? It's almost like someone was trying to hide them. So if it was the woman, the sister who had got pregnant, which would be a scandal, and her child died, maybe that's it. Oh, and he left a note with flowers. Oh, we're reading that note. It didn't even give us a chance to... Remember the girl, one grave for two innocents, the redbird flies. Mantins? Mantins. Monastic hour corresponding to 2 a.m. It's used for the night prayer. Okay. Ah. What could it mean? Damn, I've lost Lucky. It's fine. I think we got... Grave does seem important to him. Could be motive enough for him to kill? I think it could be motive enough for him to kill. I don't know until I figure out who's buried here. I think I know. Oh, son of a gun. We really could only pick one thing to do? I should find someone to eat with. No, I should find the... waterfall must slow down. Blah, blah, blah. Rotten, full of bugs. The meadow. Smokey's home. Okay, let's open up the journal because I just, more than anything, I want to, like, examine the body. So the Druckers will probably help me somewhere to eat. Okay. I spoke with Lucky and he was evasive. At the end of his fishing journey, blah, blah, blah. Two innocents, what can it mean? Okay, that's fine. A widow's curse. Curse the Baron when I'm walking through the meadow. Okay. So I'm close to that. I could do that now. So everybody could hate the Baron for the same reason. But that may or may not be why he was murdered. Okay, we want to look at the map. Oh, my quest is simply to find somewhere to eat. I actually don't get a choice to continue. Interesting. I don't get a choice to continue the investigation. Well, I don't like that. Wouldn't mind eating with Father Thomas, maybe. I want to eat with somebody who's going to give me information, but I guess I can go back to these people. They seem nice. Andres, what brings you to the shop? Can I fix you something? You know I love your cooking, Marie, but perhaps another time. Don't keep me waiting until later. Oh, am I at the wrong house? I'm at the wrong house. That's the Drucker? Whose house was I looking for? I should see if the Druckers have a place for me. What? I'm at the Drucker's house. They do not have a place for me. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel a little sad, actually. Okay. Well, I could go to the... apparently I can't go there. Hello, Franz. What if I just explore and I don't go eat anywhere? Have you seen my son? I saw him running from the Abbey this morning, actually. Yeah. That rat. The layabout. We don't like this kid, but if we had encouraged him to be bad, then he would have given us information because of the reputation system. That layabout was asleep when I was in the fields, and he told his mother he was sick. Did he say anything to you, like where he was going? He told me to eat it, actually. How many times have I told him? Ah, must be his mother's influence. He sure didn't learn that behavior from me. If you see him again, will you tell Cat? She's driving me crazy about it. I'll let them know if I run into them. How about that? Good. Until later. You know what? This seems like, instead of eating, a good time to explore. So let's just keep doing that. Like that dialogue, I don't know if that was particularly useful, but it's better than nothing. Okay. Whose house is this? Oh, hello. Oh! This is... I wanted to talk to her anyways. I didn't realize that she was here. Do you want something? And then I just brush past her and go through all her stuff. So it's just not going to let me talk to her. Okay. I do have to, like... I guess I have to get something to eat. I can't talk to these people. Well, at least I know where she is now. Where's the farm that I, like, started at? Why does this guy look so unhappy? You got supper plans? Why don't you join us at our table? Oh, that's so nice. Maybe another time. Before I agree yes or no, I want to figure out who this guy is. Jonah Bauer. Okay, so he's not one of the suspects. Well, and one of the suspects, or people I need to talk to, suspects is not maybe the right word. I'm looking at my notes. It didn't even let me talk to them, so... I don't know, this guy gives me like a weird vibe, how they drew his face, so I don't want to talk to him. How about this guy? You got dinner for me? No. Alright, what if we go to the bakery? It's a little annoying that I can't get to that part of the town right there. I gotta go up and around. Central town. And pet the cat. Yeah, permission, sniff. And then pet. So let's go to the bakery? I mean, where better to get a free meal than the bakery? Oh, bless you! You have supper plans? We'd love to have you at our table. That's very kind of you. I'd love to join you. We're gonna eat at the bakery. Good! Plus, she was kind of flirting with us. That's... Well, she called me a flirt, but I just rolled onto my chair on this cape. The cape has rolled on... My chair has rolled onto the cape. Be careful. Be careful, everybody. This is dangerous. Father Thomas will be joining us as well. That makes sense. He loves the bread. Bless us, O Lord, and these gifts, your gifts, we're about to receive from your bounty. And then, through Christ, our Lord, amen. And I'll say amen. Does the kid say something snarky? No. Ooh, this looks like a meal. I think I made the right choice coming to the bakery. Some cheese and pretzels. I don't know what the green stuff is. Not super stoked about green. There you go. Please, Eric, there's no need to stand on ceremony. You know I enjoy sharing a meal with you and your family. Especially when Gret serves her rye. God bless you, Father. You're too kind. That accent came out of nowhere. How was Peter lately, Andres? Bad mood, but nothing unusual for him. Fine as I can tell. Who is Peter? Peter is... I don't know who that is. How about... bad mood? Most of the peasants are in a bad mood between the miller and the abbot's taxes. They're in a hard place. More than a few of the families are having difficulty paying the bills. That's true. I can offer them credit, but I worry about the town's future when times are so hard for them. Also, good point. The Gertners are struggling to pay their taxes since the abbot raised them. No, we're not going to say that. It's Christian to extend them credit. I don't want to say either of these. I don't want to say either of these. Alright, whatever. I'll be neutral because I don't want to give up people's secret. But what point does it put our own finances at risk? Yeah, that's true. You won't be able to help anybody. Paul told us that we must value others more than ourselves. Between the abbot's taxes and the fees at the mill, they're struggling. Select food. Well, I'm glad you're all struggling. Let's go ahead and just eat this cheese. Alpine cheese! If I can give them some relief, I must provide it joyfully. Oh, he seems joyful. You have a kind heart, Uruk, but perhaps too kind, though I do love that about you. Oh. Should this really be your concern? If the peasants are unhappy with their taxes or the miller's fee, they can propose a change. Oh, Thomas, you don't know. Under Bavarian law, they would have no ground. It would amount to a little more than a complaint with no legal weight. I'm going to say that because I think he taxes them too much. Well, I suppose that's true. Well, in any case, the miller is not entitled to Remkins... That's a word I can say. But I'm not going to. We're going to say compensation instead. For his labors. Is the abbot not entitled to taxes as the rightful lord of this land? That's the way it's always been. Will always be. I love that idea that something is how it's always been, so therefore will always be. That's not even true in the 1400s. That wasn't even true then. He's so wrong. Just throwing it out there. He's wrong. He takes more than a share. Yeah, give it to him. And you will not be one to judge him. You will judge the abbot as well? Yeah, I'll judge the abbot. What is this? Fresh pottage? Well, it's green. Let's eat it. We're going to save the pretzel for last, because pretzel sounds really good right now. Ah, this is not a matter to tease about. The peasants are suffering. It causes plain to see. The concern is admirable. But take care in how you speak about this. Oh. Look who's all of a sudden eating free food and now is upset that people are complaining about the taxes. May I suggest that you speak to him on the peasants' behalf? Don't make accusations, but share your concerns. I have not found him to be an unreasonable man. With all respect, Father, I've been dealing with the Muller and his father for over 20 years. I know the character of the Muller men. Kindness and reason are not in their nature. God's love is with all of us, even him. Andres, don't you think Ulick should try reasoning with him? If past interactions have not yielded fruit, it's reasonable to assume there's little point to further appeals along the same line. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm saying. Come now, you must always have hope, fellow man. I have faith in Christ and love. Hope for him is more than I can muster at the moment, Father. Oh, did I mention that Sister Matilda came by today to buy some bread for the sisters? Yeah, we're eating this pretzel! We do more talking during meals than we do other times, but it's not particularly useful for our investigation. I want the investigation to continue. She has a dark cloud over her. I think the Baron's death could upset many of the brothers and sisters. She's probably worried about the future of the Abbey. I'll say that one. I can only imagine a murder that violent, especially of a nobleman. Sister seems so strong. I don't think I've seen her like this before. You speak to her often? Yes, when she comes to buy bread. The Abbey can make some of their own, but we provide the rest. Nice. She walks with that bohemian monk. Brother Wolslag. He makes her laugh. Oh, my heart, that's lovely. I didn't know... It's not appropriate. I was going to say, I didn't think they were allowed to, like, talk to each other, let alone, like, walk and make each other laugh. Good Father, surely friendship between brother and sister, united in Christ, is all right, isn't it? Not if they're sworn to celibacy. Troubling, perhaps. I should speak to Father Gurno about it. I'm gonna clear my throat. Rude! Well, that was an excellent meal. Thank you for inviting me to your home. Yeah, you're welcome for the invite. We talk about the challenges of peasants and taxes, and you're like... You need to do your part. And then we talk about a lovely interaction between your brother and sister, and you're like, I'm going to go rat him out. You know what? Don't come back, Father Thomas. Of course, Father. We're always honored to have you. He's a rat. Well, I suppose I should get back to the counter. Ladies will be along for their bread soon. Oh, she just, like, works all the time. Thank you for a seat at your table. It was our pleasure. I really basically got to do nothing. I should get some sleep. Or break into the library. You were breaking into the library! Of course we are! Thank you, Gabe, for giving me this pet the cat. For giving me the smallest of options. The time goes by so fast. Yeah. Cat people. Did I miss the, like, examination of the body? We're gonna go up and over. We're gonna pet the dog. But, other than petting the dog, I just wanted to just see if anything was different. Because we've gone the other path a few times. So we'll just walk along this path and see if anything's here. Slightly out of the way, but also feels like more likely that something's gonna happen. And probably don't need to go to the ruins. Oh, that's right. Remember this. No. Riddle me this, audience. Last time, remember, we had thought we saw a ghost. There may be some path along these ruins. Okay, maybe not a path, but we do need to keep an eye on them, because before, when we were walking by, we saw a ghost. That's how you get in and out of the castle. Jeez. The lightning is no joke. Yep. Oh, jeez, I thought something was touching my foot. A horse is gone. There used to be two, of course. Pull up a map. Is there any way to secret ourselves into the crypt? We think the secret entrance in the library is the crypt. That's what our character thinks. I don't even know where the crypt is. Is it through the cemetery? Like, oh, no. If you look all the way up in tiny writing, straight up from where I'm pointing, all the way up, tower and crypt. So, let's... Yeah, I think the right choice is to go down. Oh, no, that's the abbot's house. We can't go to the abbot's house. I mean, we gotta be like little sneaky snakes. Honestly, I'm not sure... I'm not sure how to do this without getting caught. But, let's try. So this is where the dead body was, so kind of feel like it's not the right place to be sneaking about. Church. So, like, theoretically, there could be somebody in the church right now. So the kitchen's right there. That's an excellent place to get a knife. Just want to throw that out there. Yeah, we're gonna go out and around. I just find it more likely that we're not gonna see somebody. Whoa. What are those green things? Are these just like green flying bugs? I mean, that looks so cool. I don't know what that is, but alright, cool. Okay, and then we're gonna go towards the... not the church. Not the scriptorium. Do we have to go through the church to get there? Boy, we're using this map a whole lot. We want to go to the sacristy? Is that how you say that? That doesn't seem to be any of these options. Oh, look at the stars up there. It's so interesting. They made some choices with the art here. Oh! Oh, shoot. This is the Abbey. If he sees me, he'll kick me out. I have to keep out of sight until he passes. Good thing he doesn't see well. Oh! Okay, I thought we were just going to backtrack, but okay, we'll do this instead. I wonder what my stealth skills are. I mean, you could go a little lower. That didn't work so well. Okay, crypt. Okay, so we did have to come in here. So I have not been in here before. These two markers go back centuries, all the way to the founding of the Abbey. From the height of the power of the 14th century, those days have long passed. It's like 100 years. Investigate. A lovely relief of a virgin and child. Shame it's hidden down under. Okay. Well, there's obviously a key. And there's obviously a brooch. Huh. Just like... Okay, so there's a lot of things I can click on. So I guess this is a puzzle? Is this our first real puzzle of the game? Well, that was it. Got it first try. Now what? Imagine that. It was the key. So this was our first puzzle of the game, and it was not much of a puzzle. Click on the key. If I go upstairs, it's going to take a while to find the records I need. Okay. I'll lose some time tomorrow morning unless I turn back now. What does that mean? Of course we're going to enter the library. I don't know what that means. Search the records. Yes, we are looking for... I took notes. We're looking for... I can't read the notes. Let's read this. What's this? I can't read any of this. So this is about plants? The writer is Cadphilus of something. I don't believe I've heard of him. Mugworts and Butcher's Broom. I'm not familiar with their properties, but they sound extraordinary. A beautifully illustrated book. Okay. Come on. Move on. A wonderful hidden treasure of the Abbey. Great. I'm just like, I'm busy, dude. Like, you don't really need to be reading this book right now. Wait a second. Huh. I can kind of move a little. Okay, I guess we're going up here. That's probably not it, but let's go ahead. What do we have here? A bifolium taken from larger text. I'm not familiar with it. Some sort of astronomical text. Seems rudimentary, explaining the connection between astrological science and elements, and their basic relationship to alchemists. None of this is real stuff. Each sign is governed by 4 elements: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and water. Oh, what if I need this? What if I need this for later? Do you think this is a clue? What if this solves the puzzle? We're going to get an orange Post-it note, and we are going to actually just screenshot that. What am I doing? I'm not going to write all that down. All right. I copy and pasted that into MS Paint. I'll write all that down. It cuts off there. The next page is about something else entirely. Sister Luna must be trying to reconstruct the larger text. The lightning. Given the dramatically different context of the following page, the choir? This bifolium must have been assembled improperly. Those 2 pages are interesting enough. I suppose it's quite basic. All right. Sure, I'll use my logic. Those 2 pages were interesting enough. Okay. I use my logic. They all can't all be Aristotle. Okay, that's funny. I mean, it's not going to be just sitting out. This is most curious. We're reading this because we just want more information, but there's like, it's not going to be sitting out. What? What just happened? Did I just take another screenshot? Heck yeah, we did. What if these are all part of the puzzles? Oh, actually, this actually might be part of the puzzle. Because, like, right now. This History of the Labyrinth. This must be metaphorical. You need an extraordinary amount of books to actually build a labyrinth. I believe the professor told me to take such a place in Piedmont. How about it must be metaphorical? Alright, I don't know. My character's just talking to himself, so I'm not exactly sure what use it is to, like, do a skill check on myself. But we continue our quest. Most of these are pointless so far. It's getting quite late. It's not going to be out on a table, right? Like, look, this horrible thing happened. Oh yeah, no, this is it. It's just horrible thing happened. It was just out on a pedestal. This is promising. Oh, okay. So it's not that it's a book of horrible thing happened. It's just these are how they keep records. Boy, imagine if I was really smart and I remembered the last time he visited. Then I would feel really smart. Okay, so I can't turn to the left. Alright, I don't know what we're looking for. Let's see if the game just feeds it to us. The game does not feed it to us. Okay. So, let's do what we can here. Okay, so this is a short thing. So this is not something of importance. That's what I'm guessing. It's just somebody's like record. Maybe that's like a birth thing. I don't know. This is a little longer. Lenorium. So that's not the guy's name. This is again short. So this is Senora Cecilia, so it has nothing to do with her, unless this is the person who wrote it. Boy, let's see what we can kind of piece together. It's going to be a healthy amount of text. It's probably not going to be on the first page. Let's just talk video game logic. Okay, so something. Floras, Magnus, Pigmenta. I don't know. This sounds like maybe a medical condition. I don't know. All right, let's call this one a maybe. This is Senora Luminata, so probably not her. She's probably not involved in any of this. So let's skip over. Elizabeth, Nada, so trained, Rickham, hack, something sends. Oh, man. So this strategy is not going to work. I was hoping to find, like, the Baron's name or something. Is that his name? This could be his name? Okay, we're picking this one because it's the longest. It looks like she had an eventful life before coming here. Married with children. Both died. Her merchant family has some connection to Curacao of Rockburg de Turber. Okay, so at least our character can translate it. So we don't get to just pick, like, have one pick at it. Okay, so that's good. So not useful. So then my second one was this one, and I don't know why. This should be good. Ehehe. They donate a fortune to the Abbey. No wonder Marsilia the Abbey let her behave as she does. Oh, that's funny. Oh, the blind girl who assists Gertrude. She went blind because of failed surgery on her cataracts. Wealthy peasant family. They donate wool. Huh. Well, now we just start clicking at random. I picked the 3 I thought it would be. What should be on the first page? Family is poor. They donated flour. Oh, this is just what people donate. All right. The nuns. She came from Kempton. Merchant family. They donate pigments to use in the scriptorium. Quite thoughtful. I'll have to thank them if I ever get a chance. No, because I'm not supposed to know that. Sister Illuminata. Named Angeline. From a family. Okay, it looks like they have some connection. Rudolph, her family donates money to the average every year as well. There is nothing interesting in here. Sister Gertrude, an herbalist. Yes, her father is an apothecary. That explains it. Okay, well, I really thought this was going to be like where all the dirt was, but Sister Cecilia. This is the Mother Cecilia's record. Wait, she's from the Welser family? They're one of the most powerful families in Augsburg. It looks like her family donates a lot of money every year, more than her family sees in 10. Wow. So this is before she was a big shot. Okay, this is like literally the last record, right? Quite wealthy. Looks like she became prioress after the other mother. She's the first in the records almost 50 years ago. Oh, this is just a succession of, like, sisters? Oh. Did I miss anything? Is it this one? Do you see this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I think there's like 5 more. There's like 12 records. It's literally, I tried so hard to use logic and reason to find the one I thought it was. And then it's just like, it's literally the last one. The note says that she left the Abbey for several months. Why would she do that? We know why. So what is her name? Why would she go to a hermitage? Seems strange that she's only entered the note. The date's 3 years ago. Or Father Matthias died. So 3 years ago is when the bad thing happened to the nun. Which means it was around the time the Barrett visited. Yes, of course. This has to be it. Matilda must be the nun the Baron harmed on her last visit. I should go talk to Mother Celia again, and maybe Sister Matilda as well. I don't think the what's-her-face Cecilia is gonna, like, say anything. But we got information. That was absolutely worth doing. I'm guessing there's, like, another way we could have, like, figured out who that was. It is a little funny that it was literally the last one, though. Uh-oh. What's that happen here? Oh. Whoa. Scandal. We're writing that down. 2 bros together. Look, I'm fine with it. This society is not fine with it. Merde. I'll break for the stairs. They can't possibly catch me. I'll talk to them. We'll work this out. Okay, hold on. Well, we have their names here, too. Rudiger and Matthew. So the thing about these two is they've not come up as any kind of suspects. So I don't think they're suspects, so we'll probably get the opportunity to blackmail them for information. I don't really want to do that. So, let's see. What am I going to do now? Just wait for them to finish, then leave. It can't take long, can it? Oh boy. You should speak with them openly, in good faith. Run for it. Well, if this guy's the one telling me to run for it, then I don't want to do it. So I'll do this one. I don't want to fall asleep on this cold floor. I should just sit here and watch in any case. I shouldn't just sit here and watch in any case. If I can't get out of here before the sisters arrive in the morning, it might be even worse. It may be awful as it finds me first. Maybe we're friends? Sister Lumina will certainly not be amused. It may make things even more difficult in the future. I feel like the just a little patience answer is what I would pick, but when I went into my little mind palace, it made it seem like I will fall asleep here and have to deal with the consequences of sleeping here. So I'm gonna make a break for the stairs. What's that noise? I mean, I'm not going to get them in trouble. Too close, too close. I should be able to outrun these guys, like, no big deal, right? Like, let's be real. They know the grounds pretty well, though. Oh, I would have gone south. Oh! Ooh! That seems like a good way to die. But no, I would think that even though the game is well illuminated, I would think that there is not enough light for them to tell me. Yeah, my leg. I didn't tell you to jump off. I should have just talked to them. I don't know what I'm doing. Personally, I thought it would be pretty easy to sneak out. But apparently not. So, okay, so Scandal... So I've lost some time in the morning. What's up? And, good morning. Oh, it's not morning. What's going on, Ursula? It's the middle of the night. What are you doing up here? Stabbeth? Somebody get stabbed? I see. Haha. Oh no, she's just stabbing me. Would you like me to tell you a story? Would that help you sleep? Once was a little girl about your age who was sold with a basket of oranges. Alright, I'll tell a real story, but it might be scary, I don't know. The man had to pay rent to the king every year. The cost was 4 baskets of oranges. This was in Italy, of course. You don't even know what an orange is. They have the blood oranges. Anyways, the man's young daughter had hair the same color as yours. Same as an orange. That's not quite right. And the man didn't have enough oranges to pay the rent, so he put his daughter in the 4th basket. He covered her with oranges and sent the basket to the king. When the king's servant found the little girl, the king told them to raise her as a servant. They called her Arntesetta. A little orange. That is Italian. I remember seeing that word. You don't know Italian, so it doesn't mean anything to you, but it's very cute. It is very cute. Anyways, the girl grew older, the king's son Prince fell in love with her. But the other servants were jealous, and they gave her 3 golf. Anyways, they were very happy together. See you later. I wish King Dog was here. He would probably know that fairy tale. Oh! I'm sorry, I just slept until brunch? Well, I guess that's what I said I would do. Can I bring these books back yet? No. Okay. Well, so unfortunately, I feel like the game is going to force me to eat. I would want to skip a meal and get going with these quests. I don't want to talk to Cecilia. I never got a chance to examine the body, by the way. Hello, Andres. It's nice to see you out and about. Good morning. Keeping you busy? Always, if it's not the washing, it's the cooking and the mending and the tidying. Got some wool. And goodness, all the wool. We sheared the ewes last week and prepared for the lambing. You remember the bleeding, I'm sure. How could you forget? My ears are still ringing. Now the wool's all washed, and we've got a pile of spinning. No offense, but like, I have things to do. That sounds like it'll work. Sure, you have some help. Ah, yes. More than I may need. Many women lend a hand, so it goes quickly. Well, that's nice. Many hands make light work. Yes, I've heard that. Do you enjoy it? You have so many sheep, it sounds laborious. Okay, alright, we're just gonna, like, let's get through this. Ooh, oh, you got a little gossip? You knows quite well what's going on. Yes, okay, we're gonna talk about gossip. We know some of it's true, but Union Bauer is there to watch over us so things can't get too rowdy. Oh, you should come by. I'd like that, thank you. Everyone will be glad to see you, I'm sure. Let's meet at his house. Please come by in the morning or afternoon and speak. I should get back to my labors. Okay. Be well. See you later. Oh, yes, let's have a meal. We need a meal anyway, so let's do it. That's all I was asking about anyways. Okay. All right, so the meal setup is the same every time, so I am going to just go ahead and skip. She's missed at the table and her husband and children. We take her comfort with you in paradise. I missed that somebody had died, so my bad. I did in fact skip that. Ah, I saw the wretch of the miller this morning. The jerk had the gall to raise his hand and greet. I should have spat in his face. Oh yeah, they're mad because of his, like, taxes or whatever. How are we going to pay the fee to the Abbey to raise the milling fee? Have you told them? Maybe you can work out an arrangement that benefits you both. How about that? No use talking to the man. Not with that bad blood between us. I can speak with him and he's friendly with me. Absolutely not. That was not a great suggestion, Eva. For this guy, don't you ever speak to him again. I'm gonna stay out of this. Ever! I'm sorry, Dad, I won't, I promise. You're gonna give yourself chest pains again. Oh no, you have a bad heart. I mean, you can easily tell he's an old man. He's probably like 30. It's not my chest pains. It's my back that hurts. How are we gonna get those fields planted in time? I've been picking up the slack, haven't I? We'll get by all right. Is farm work hard on the body? Don't get him started. Why would I ask that? Of course it's hard on the body. What a silly question. You're right, it's hard on the body. Up with the sun, no matter the weather. Well, if the weather's bad, then there's no sun. So you don't know. Well, I guess the sun is still there, whether or not the weather is bad. Out there in the muck and the elements. All right, I'm gonna speed up this dialogue because I'm here for clues, and we're just literally talking the weather. So if I don't see anything that looks interesting, I'm probably gonna skip it. So sorry, everybody. It's hard enough for me to read these things. Why don't you go see her about the balm for your back? I don't want woman's medicine. We have a guest. Medicine's good enough for us. It should be good for you. I'm summarizing as I continue. Oh, how about she helped me? Oh, I charge you as much as a miller, with all the kindness of a horseman of the plague. The pain will pass. I'll push through it as just as I always have. Alright, are we like... Florian, yes. It's on the tip of my tongue. When are you so fond of the Abbey, Peter? Florian might live at the Abbey, but he's a soldier still. Only one of them's worth talking to is Father Matthias, since Father Matthias has passed. Florian. Who's Florian? Okay. Well, Florian is not one of the people that we just saw last night. A few months ago? You knew Father 34 or 35 months ago, I believe. How about the relevant thing is not to actually him, but instead go ahead and talk about him. More like Matthias made it his business to know me. Matthias, you know, he was impressed by my age, though I must have been blessed. Oh, so he's like 45? Rye bread? Or rye bread? How about rye bread? I wanted to know all about my life and the things I'd seen. Good man for a monk. Not like the new abbot, only cares about his coffers. That's the Abbey for you. You see Otto up there? The abbot keeps him busy. I had dinner with him. He was working on some repairs to the abbot's house. Did anyone at the Abbey have a hello for me? Oh, does he like one of the sisters? That seems like a bad idea, but it also seems like there's 40 people in this town, and there's 8 single ladies in one spot. But, I don't want to hurt this guy's feelings. I'm going to stare quizzically at him. Forget it. It was stupid anyway. How about the rye bread? We don't often get meals with you. Pestering folks around town with questions like you do. You want to know anything about the town? Okay. Did you have any encounters with the Baron? What's the story with Martin Bauer? That's the kid who... So, the other thing is, this kid, Martin, he might have stole the thing that is, like, will implicate the murderer. So that's also an option. So, something to think about. The widow who lives in the forest, was she always like that? How about we ask if they had encounters? You think he talks to us? Ha, we might as well be furniture for the likes of him. Perhaps he doesn't like you, but... he's known to have a wandering eye. If he made advances on either of you. Lorenz is known for pursuing peasant women. The young women in town are known best to avoid when he comes to visit. Oh no. He does not sound a good idea. Whether married to a man or married to Christ. Neither girl gives him pause. So we kind of already know this. We've surmised what happens. You mean he goes after the nuns? He's a handsome man, rich, powerful. None of us are really beyond his reach. Oh, she's saying that and her husband is at the table? There's that young woman who came to live with Lucky and Agnes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There was a young woman who came to live with Lucky. Wasn't there? That's not our business. Nobles. Nobles. Okay, so Lucky... I mean, everything is lining up to what I was saying, right? The Baron harmed this woman. He was important to Lucky. And something happened to them, and that's motivation for revenge. I mean, I don't even necessarily blame him. All this shouting makes her restless. Alright. Okay, it's work time. The timing is very inconsistent. Attend the bee. No, thank you. I mean, no offense. I was like... I'm trying not to lie to people as much as possible. I was like just trying to be polite. Like, yeah, maybe I'll go by there. We have other things to do. I don't know that I have any more to do with this. I could talk to the widow. She might know. I could talk to... Okay, we have to go back to the Abbey anyways, so how do I... Nope. How do I, like, select it as a quest? Do I not have a choice? Sorry, I'm going back to the Abbey. I'm allowed back there today. I'm going back there. Sorry, ladies. Just walking right by where I said I'd be. Who are these people? Oh, yeah, let me talk to her just about our kid. I'm sorry to cause you trouble, but have you seen Martin recently? He wasn't feeling well, so I slept in. Checking he was gone, I saw him Thursday morning. He ran through the meadow and he was on his way to the Prime. Oh, but he said he was sick. And what was he doing in the meadow? He hardly ever goes out there. It always makes him sneeze. He seems to be running from the Abbey. I'm just going to tell her the truth. Why do you ask? He has a history of making poor decisions, like stealing. His manservant believes he stole some of the Lord's rings. Lord have mercy. That must have been where he's gone, to sell them. Oh, Martin, how could you? Do you know where he's likely to have gone? The last time he ran off, it was Innsbruck. There's no way he killed him. I'm not worried about that. But he might have evidence. What if he's attacked on the road? I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sorry, this is not your trouble. Thank you for speaking with me. No problem. Is there something else? Anytime. Be well. Alright, see you later. That's a dead end. I'm starting to get used to the town, but... Hey, you want to talk? No. You want to talk? No, I don't want to talk to that guy anyways. Alright, we're going to the Abbey. We're just, like, literally need to investigate the murder at this point. Oh, we're just saying hello. Great. Happy to say hello. It's a beautiful day. There is no more storm. There is one horse gone. But what are we actually doing here? Well, there's several people we can just talk to, I guess. Probably no harm in that. Bless you. Oh, I don't get to blackmail him? Okay. It's fine. I don't really want to. Andres. Yes, brother? How did you sleep last night? You look a little rough around the edges. I slept fine, actually. Thank you. What do you mean? Do you really want to make something out of it? Let's do it. Let's do it. We want him to know that we know, but we don't want to blackmail him. I saw you somewhere where you weren't supposed to be. One might ask, where you went when you saw you there? Okay, whatever. God bless you. Until later. Oh, well, I wanted him to know that... Oh, jeez. Excuse me. I wanted him to know that we were, you know, we're cool. Like, don't worry. It's fine. But instead, now it kind of sounds like we're blackmailing him. Oh, yeah, Guy. Okay. So we're talking when and where. We need to know... Piero left early when Guy came in. So maybe talking to him will help. Nope, that's not an option. Great. We've done nothing. Okay, we need to talk to this dude alone. What an awful time. An awful, awful time. Baron murdered. These are dark days indeed. Let's talk about the blackmail. Brother Piero, I admit, I would have never thought him the type. How could he? What could have possessed him? I can't believe he would kill the Baron. It's not in his nature. His half-step of the grave. You really think he could have killed a man in his prime? Let's go with that one. It's more logical. School your tongue. A murderer he may be, but the man is still your brother. Oh, wait, he's mad that I said he's old? Envy and pride inspire men in madness, even old men. But have you come to me for a reason? Do you need something? I came across an interesting letter. You rushed to the scriptorium and hid something strange at your desk. Pardon? And why were you sneaking about the scriptorium? Why are you trying to distract me? Because you insist in prying to matters that are not your own. I grow weary of it. Let us seek a common understanding. Please, I love to understand things. Scriptorium is my domain. You are a guest here. And so long as it is true, I do not answer you, but only to the abbot. Is that clear? If you don't mind me asking, how about I suppose? Had a few more questions, if you don't mind. Be quick about it. I came across an interesting letter. Let's just call it out. Where did you get that? Shouldn't leave this type of thing lying around. Lorenzo's manservant. How about the manservant? You thought it might shed on who killed him. It's not as it looks. He meant to coerce me into performing a ritual to help him with a condition, but I refused, as the letter makes it abundantly clear. I'm not accusing. What led him to believe... The Baron's threat remained, and you know how fickle Inquisitors can be. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm investigating. I'm not trying to strip accuse people. Actually, I don't think he did it. I think it was lucky, but we'll see. He was a nobleman and a friend. You're an ordinary monk. You're an assistant to the abbot of a bankrupt monastery. I'm not going to say that. That's even worse. What could you possibly have in common? Books. I'm the prior of the scriptorium. One of the few of its kind left in Christendom. Modest though the abbey may be, our library contains works on subjects rarely found beyond its walls. Certainly not all in the same place. For men of certain academic interest, it's perhaps the only place we may meet and discuss them. Are you a witch? Yet he threatens to expose Yet he threatened to expose you to the Church Inquisitors. Are you a witch? No! I'm a scholar! How dare you imply otherwise? The Baron's interest was more than academic. When he wished to make it practical, I refused. There is nothing more to it. I actually believe him. The Inquisitor is not the kind of practitioner level with cats. Lorenz could have gotten you killed. No, that seems like a vague threat. Is that all? Yes, that is all. I am comfortable with his answers. The letters do make it very clear that he was not going to perform these rituals, so it didn't really matter. Okay. Okay, that guy doesn't want to talk to me. Alright, well, honestly, the only other kind of, like, person of interest right now is the sister. Sister Cecilia. And I'm sure taking a weird way to get there, but part of me thinks it's probably good to at least go different directions sometimes. Except I've got myself lost. So, never mind. Large garden, that's where I was trying to go. Okay. Oh. What's your deal? Oh, this is the Abbott guy. He's the one who's happy to condemn the wrong person. Oh, this is where the body was, right? A Dance of the Death. It painted a few years before his death. Oh, same thing. Ah, here we go. This bloodstain is awful. It must have been left by the Baron before he died. But how? So if I had taken medicine, I probably would have some more insight here. Oh, I feel like I didn't make a great character. I know the law. For some reason, I thought the law would be helpful. And all of my rhetorical options for my speech checks, they fail every time. So it's like, well, that's not very useful. So investigating things and not people seems to be better in this game. So the blood is here, meaning he was stabbed and then fell. So he wasn't stabbed on the ground. So he was stabbed and into the wall. So that's something to think about. Did I miss the autopsy? I think I did. Bless you. Most of the medicines are made. Okay, well maybe this isn't where the autopsy was anyways. Upper Abbey. Okay, let's talk to the sister again. Well, let's go into this shrine. Has anything changed? No. We're zooming. Here we go. Gertrude. Okay, Matilda is the thing that the bad thing happened to. So she's still alive. So it said 2 innocents. Well, let's pet the cat. So the grave said there were 2 innocents, and this woman is still alive, the bad thing that happened. But maybe her child isn't? Maybe his Lucky's, like, wife died? His wife and child? Is that dirt or blood on this shovel? Well, we can't look at it, so I guess it's not... I'm not going to talk to her directly. I want to talk to the whatever sister lady here is. Except she's not in here. Aha! We need to talk again. Alright, Mother Cecilia, is there something you can help with? Yes, I need to talk to you about Sister Matilda. ... I'm not going to ask how you got into the library. I don't want to know. Say nothing. It's actually a really good story. I'm going to say nothing. What happened to Sister Matilda was tragic. What did happen to Sister Matilda? The records only show that she left the Abbey for some time. Something tells me around 9 months, am I right? I omitted the details from our written records for several reasons, none of them noble. Lorenz the Bellin tried to seduce her. She rebuked him several times. So one morning he attacked her in the meadow on her way to town. Dragged her into the woods. Sister Matilda is strong woman, but her resistance met violence. And the woman in the woods saw this too, which is why she cursed him. So disgusted that I had a long conversation with that guy. Well, this game is rated mature, so this is how we're dealing with it. This is where we find this. When pilgrims to the shrine found her, she had been beaten up so bad she could barely move. I'm assuming the Baron didn't suffer any consequences for his attack. No, I knew he wouldn't. I also knew that bringing the attack to the attention of Father Matthias would have put him in an impossible position. Not an impossible position to me. Anyways. The Baron would suffer no consequences, but the abbot would have to refuse his continued patronage. I concealed the assailant's identity from Father Sister Matilda, taken to Hermitage near Mittenwald. Okay, maybe this has nothing to do with Lucky after all. A small municipality known its roots between these other places. Massive amounts of coin and trade. She stayed there under the care of sisters until she recovered and could return. You really don't think the abbot would have taken action against the Baron? How did Sister Matilda feel about seeing the Baron again? She deserved better to be scuffled. That's what I'm going to say. You're right, of course. I can only pray the Lord will repay the debt I have incurred. It's not really your fault. How did she feel about seeing him again? That's what I want to know. Because if she killed him, I'm fine with that. Andres, if you want me to tell you that Sister Matilda killed the Baron, I won't. Seeing him was hard for her, of course. She defended her virtue from the Baron, but injuries were severe. Her body recovered in time. Her mind, I don't know if it ever will. Oh, God, I hate this guy. Like, I don't even care that he's dead. She still fights him in her dreams. Oh my God, this is post-traumatic stress disorder. I got a whole book on it up there. It's interesting. In a horrible way. Alright. Well, this is the game. This is what we're doing. She wakes in the night, screaming, soaked in her own sweat. So it affected her, yes, and it still affects her, of course. It doesn't mean she wanted to kill the Baron. It certainly doesn't mean she actually did. Sister Matilda is a faithful servant and friend. I believe, truly. She is respected and beloved by this community for good reason. I'm just, I'm looking over at my microphone, and I don't know if it's loud enough. I'm going to turn it up a little louder. How are we doing? That was me actually getting louder. Okay, so she's off the list as a suspect, but is there anybody that cared about her enough to do it? To me, that list should be pretty long. Anybody who knew. If you want to thank me, don't mention to Sylvan Mills, the Archdeacon. I do not believe she could have done this. Here's the thing. I don't know if she did it or not. I would guess no, but I need to know her timeline. Where was she? Who'd she see with? So, like, I don't want to say of course and then have the game interpret that as she's off the list. I don't know. I'm having trouble deciding, to be honest. I'm going to say of course. Is there something else I can help you with? No. Boy, I don't feel good about that conversation at all. I feel very bad. Let's talk to her. Let's see if our character doesn't say something horrible. May I ask you some questions? It doesn't like us talking to men unless it's truly necessary. This concerns the murder of the Baron. Forgive me, I'll leave you to work. I don't want to talk about it. It's just going to upset her. She's not going to give me any straight answers. Beatty's grave? I know whose grave that is? Oh, here we go. So, okay. This has to be the grave of Lucky Agnes' daughter. Oh, his daughter dying. His daughter dying destroyed his wife. That's why 2 innocents died. That's got to be it. He didn't have anything to do with this crime, did he? Well, at least I pieced that together. Let's go over to the people. Let's just confirm this. Agnes, midwife of Tassing, wife of Lucky. She has one daughter, but she doesn't have one daughter. She had two daughters. Right. Okay. Boy, the suspect list is drying up pretty quick. Notes on Sister Matilda. I should ask her about the Hermitage. Can't. It's not just a coincidence. No, I already know. I already know the answers to this. That's not useful. These notes suck. My notes are better. Look at these. Look at them. You can't actually see the handwriting because of the camera. And it's a super bright color. The Baron and the Nun, I was able to find an entrance. Yep. How do I go? Page? How do I go page? So, I wouldn't mind talking to the Widow's Curse, but I'm not sure. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna take a little bit of a short break, and we're gonna come back to this. Oh, GameCat, I was muted. Okay, we're back. So we are going to push her. You're sorry you're laughing so hard. No, it's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. Okay, hold on. Let me just. Okay, well, we're gonna get back into this and get talking to her. So we're gonna push her because I need more information because I think there's a decent chance she's the murderer. Yes, it's tragic, but what does it have to do with me? I know about the attack. Why you went to the Hermitage? Okay, so let's push her. So you think I killed the Baron? I don't know if you killed the Baron. Why don't you tell me how it happened? Baron had an appetite for younger women. Okay. Neither his marital vows nor yes, yes, yes. When I was on my way to town one day, I know what happened. Let her continue. Refused advances, yes. It was not enough because he did the same thing the next day. I refused him again. I'm not gonna blame her, just tell her story. I thought it was, okay. Alright, I want to know what happened the day he died. I know this story already. I went through this story like 3 times for different people. On the 3rd day, he attacked me on my way to the meadow. Okay, yep. And we'll just go ahead and skip all that. Scratched his neck to save her virtue, but it enraged him, and he beat you until we're left in the woods. It's a miracle you weren't killed. Yes. Mother Cecilia had me removed for the safety until I recover. Blah, blah, blah. I know all this, and it's super sad, and I really don't want to go through it again, because this is like the 3rd time. What I want to know is, did you kill the Baron? No, I didn't. If you don't believe me, do what you feel is necessary. No, I don't want you to do what I feel is necessary. I want you to tell me what happened. It's hard to ignore your past with the Baron. I was angry. I was filled with hate, yes, but it's been years. Mother Cecilia and Father Thomas helped me move past the anger and find love in this community. Father Thomas? Yes, Father Thomas is our confessor. We can talk to Mother Cecilia about our problems, but only priests can hear our confessions. Did you receive a strange note yesterday? Yes. How did you know? Another person. Others have received the notes as well. What did it say? I know what it said. Yes, it says the same. Remember what he did, the violence you suffer, the red bird flies. So, this is a different note, actually. Remember what he did, the violence you suffer. The red bird flies. Rothfall, the red bird. Yep. Okay. So she got a different note. I found it in my bed in the nun's dormitory. You can keep it if you'd like. In your bed? Who could have put it there? The only people allowed beyond the garden are the sisters. I can't imagine one of them making this. Adult theme game. Yes, this game is rated mature. And there's some heavy themes. Mother Cecilia and Sister Illuminata have been beautiful handwriting, but both of them have been so kind to me. Really? Thank you for your time. Bless you. Well, that didn't really, like... It didn't really solve any problems for me, did it? That actually just really didn't solve any problems for me. You think the guilty one will confess? No, I don't actually think the guilty one will confess. It seems like the game is going out of its way to, like, not give me, like, easy answers. People just usually say, I don't want to talk about it. And it's like, wow, in an investigation game, that kind of sucks. Yeah, and I can't ask her anything else. So, I mean, this is like the end of Act 1, and it's pretty much like over now, as far as I can tell. I guess the Archdeacon is here. Oh, I have 2 hours remaining. So I'm gonna go have a meal, and then this is gonna be over. So I need to have a meal with somebody. I have so many suspects, and I just don't... I just don't know. Who would, like drop all these notes off, though? Like, that's the weird part, is a bunch of people were left with notes. You'll have a meal? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I could have a meal with Otto. I don't know. The guy who's guilty. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna check something just real quick. Okay, everybody. So here's what happened. We had a little technical error, and you will have seen the microphone just come back on in the last few minutes and for our last conversation. So I want to run through what we skipped in terms of how these quests work. Although I find it kind of crazy how many quests there are. So essentially, what we just missed, and catching you up, not a ton happened, but we went to the old woman, where we've essentially started investigating not so much the people of the town, but the Baron himself and all the people he wronged. The logic is the people he wronged are therefore the motive. So the Archdeacon is here. We have to give him our full report 2 hours from now. So after this lunch we're about to have. So we've been compiling all of this information and trying to figure out who did what. So we started talking to people. So if we go kind of in order of how I did this, I went to talk to the old woman. I basically... Oh, no, not this one. The Widow's Curse. Went to talk to her. Had to do a bunch of chores for her. So good thing you get to miss that. And I got her on my side enough to ask her about what happened. And basically what happened is, and it says here as well, and you can read this, but her husband was beaten by the Baron. And he died 2 years later, which would be a year ago. So she's a widow, and now, of course, the abbot is, like, trying to take her property. So she has no love for the Baron. She has no love for the abbot. She is filled with nothing but contempt and anger. Okay? So then, after that, the brother, and I will definitely say his name wrong, but it's like Wolsv, he admitted that he had a relationship with Matilda. Now, if you remember Matilda, so let me go here. This is the Baron and the nun. Matilda is the woman who was attacked by the Baron because she refused his advances, and she almost killed him. She spent 3 years... Wow, there's a lot of information for her now. She spent 3 years kind of staying away at a hermitage, and then came back. And seeing the Baron again, not great. Okay, so we actually just a couple minutes ago, and you just saw this a couple minutes ago, we talked to her as well and got a little bit more information on her story, but it's essentially everything we already knew. So, is there motive? Yeah. Who knows? So then, we actually got a note from the person who did the autopsy. We were not able to participate because of the timing of the game, and I really wish I had, because the note basically said, he didn't die of his knife, and I'm not sure what he died of. So to me, that means poison, that means suffocation, that means blunt. So these are kind of the ideas that I'm thinking of. So now that, keep that into our memory here. Then we had a dream sequence where we had the prince and the jester and Socrates, and we basically went through all of our different suspects, and that was really helpful because some people were clearly eliminated. The old woman clearly eliminated because she just was incapable. However, Matilda was a maybe. She's physically strong enough to have done it, and just things don't quite add up with her. So then when we came back from the dream sequence, I decided we need to push Lucky more because he put flowers at the gravestone. This is the Stoneman's anger, and it was like, how is this really connected to him? Well, it turns out that... Oops. Wrong page. It turns out that the two innocents was his daughter and her unborn child, who the Baron impregnated and then abandoned. So he's got strong motivation. And that's where I'm at now. So we caught up to present with my recap here, so you didn't miss too much. But essentially, of all the... It's Lucky and Matilda, but everybody has been giving them notes. I wish we had a way to show the notes here. I don't think we do. But everybody has been giving these people notes that are like, 2 innocents died, or you were attacked, like reminding these people what they went through. So why would any of them do that and then give themselves a note and then give other people's notes? It actually really doesn't make sense. I think there is like a completely different third party that did this, and I don't have enough information to know who it is. And I also... Oh, okay, I thought I was here to eat lunch with these people, but apparently not. I might need to talk to the husband. Nope. I don't have enough information to decide. Me, personally, I don't feel like I do. So, I don't know if the conversation with the... Why can't I eat lunch with any of these people? Who wants to eat with me? I don't know if the conversation with the Archdeacon is going to go better than my conversation that I just had with you all. But I don't know. You've got dinner plans. Yes! I have to eat with somebody. For some reason, I'm not able to eat with the people. So the food sequences are a little long, so I'm probably going to try to skip as much dialogue here as possible. Is there something in Chaos in the Abbey? Oh, okay. Wait. The death of a nobleman. What was his name? His death was a tragedy. His death wasn't a tragedy. He's bad. Good riddance. You won't find it crying over a dead nobleman. That's true. At least this dinner conversation is related to what we were talking about. I'll admit, this has me interested in Murder at the Abbey. How did it come to pass? I'm still trying to figure that out. My mentor, Brother Piero, is found with the body, but he's too frail to have done the deed. Select item to eat. Oh man, these people are rich. Look at their like delicious food. Grizzly, what about the blood? Was it everywhere? Buckets of it. Some. Too bad. Tell me about the wound. Could you see it? That's so funny. I'm only curious. It's not every day Amanda's murdered in broad daylight. What if I need to protect myself? You're being weird, Mom. Weird and drunk. Oh, boy. Do you have any idea who might have done the deed? I'm pursuing and questioning this very moment. How about the Baron had many enemies? Maybe these people have something to say about it. Scandalous. You think a resident could have murdered? Don't say that. Buckle up, son. A noble killer won't take an interest in you. What's that supposed to mean? Whoever killed the Baron has to be as dumb as rocks. Or very angry. Do they have to be as dumb as rocks? Apparently they just blame whoever the closest person is. I suspect we'll find the suspects a bit of both. I don't know. I'll say that. Does anyone come to mind? Okay, here we go. No, I wouldn't tell you if they did. No, because you could come from whatever you're up to. Once the church and the nobility get involved, all the peasants are going to get it. Okay. He's got a point. From one end or the other, it doesn't matter which. Bro's dead. Yeah, let's eat the chicken. Let's save the egg for last. I'll wash it all down with a nice runny egg. Hans thinks I'm right, don't you? Always, Dad. He's got granted me one respectful child. What a suck-up. Speaking of the church, has Jonah told you about the abbots out to ruin our lives? No, but I suspected something to do with his taxes? Yes, thank you. Even traveling artist knows and understands this. I'm not a wandering minstrel. I'm from Nuremberg. We're supposed to expand our farm, but the abbot's tax it make it impossible. We can't grow enough to barely feed ourselves, pay the miller's toil, and the abbeys do. Yes, 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 they tax them too much. Actually, it's perfectly legal. It's not right the way the rest of the farmers are treated. Yep. Yeah, I'm on their side. I'm fully on their side. Now that Raining's Keppers kicked the bucket, the old witch's lands will be forfeit soon. Once Attila's gone, her land will be available for the rest of us to purchase. I can't believe you. She's an old lady living all alone. We should be looking after her, not picking up scraps from her corpse. Yeah, exactly. How dare you speak your father that way? Should I... You want my advice? Stay out of it. I always get like this after more than an hour in the same room. And let's eat that egg. I feel sorry for her. Yeah, you should. Lord help me, we're going to have a very serious conversation about your attitude. Ah, you're in it for now. Oh, eat it, Hans. Okay, well, that was a weird lunch. Need to have a talk with my ungrateful child. See yourself out. See you later. Heart's in the right place. I'm gonna say it. Okay, this is end of Act 1 right here, I'm guessing. I need to go to the chapter house and meet with the Archdeacon. Yep. I think I took the long way. No, this is okay. I took the right way. I don't actually know if this is the end of Act 1. I just keep kind of saying that because it feels right. I truly do not have a strong opinion on who did the murder, other than it is probably a third party, and it's none of these people. That's my only opinion. It's not super helpful. Wow, this lady beat me here. I ran here. I mean, this is it, right? Oh, here we go. I can't let you down there. Don't want anyone talking to the deacon arrives. Oh, I should have just... What am I going to do, elope with him? I know. Just a few minutes? I really shouldn't. Oh, here we go. We have our, like, reputation system. We were not successful in convincing him because we implored him to reconsider holding. So, anyways, we failed our check with him. We have failed every single one of these checks. Oh, here we go. Let's blackmail him. Oh, geez, excuse me. Not even if it meant the Abbey to learn your secret? What are you talking about? Matilda. Hell of a thing to threaten a man. Yeah. You're right, but his life is at stake. I'll threaten you. 2 minutes. Haha, nice. Okay, cool. Maybe this is our last chance to get any more information. You shouldn't be down here. I know, but I had to make sure you're alright. I'm fine. You shouldn't worry about me. I'm going to prove that Archdeacon killed someone else, Baron. Don't trouble yourself over an old man. I've lived a long, good life in the service of the Lord. Trust in the judgment of the Archdeacon and above all else in Providence. Even if I'm condemned in body, I'm saved in spirit. Now then, leave me be. I'll be all right. No! I'll respect your wishes, but I'm still going to prove to the Archdeacon that you're innocent. Before I leave, can you tell me what happened? Yes! What happened? Well, I don't know. I wanted to speak with Father Abbot about the Baron's commission to tell him that I had full faith in your abilities. I went through the chapter house instead of exiting directly to the garden so I could avoid some of the rain. That's right, it was raining. Perhaps it would have been better to have endured what happened in the chapter house. I saw the Baron's body in the middle of the room. I went to his side. I tried to rouse him. Sounds foolish, but it was then that I noticed the blood. I picked up the knife. It wasn't near the Baron's hand. And then I heard Brother Matthew's voice asking me what happened. Which one is he again? Yeah, that guy. He could be the bad guy. And you or the others found me after that. Did you see anything or anyone in the chapter house that could suggest the real murderer? No, nothing that I remember. I'm sorry. I wish I could have done more to help you. I have nothing to... The abbot? He's the one who put you in here. He's still my abbot. I respect his wishes. Now please respect mine and leave me before brother whatever draws the abbot's ire. Take care. I'm not satisfied with that conversation, but... Wow. Alright, well, I don't actually know how to get to the chapter house. Is it this way? Have I mentioned I'm lost? Okay, we are just full-on lost now. We need to pull up the map. Chapter house. I was, like, just there. Oh, it's right here. It's literally right here. Okay, here we go. I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't feel good about any of this. If I had to, like, put money, it'd probably be Lucky. I feel like he's got a strong motivation and the ability and the time and the skills. But the fact that he had a note and all these people had different notes, it's just too much. It's too much that these notes are going around. There's something more. And this guy, the abbot here, Gernot, he's so, like, greedy and he's raising taxes. Like, I want him to be the bad guy, but I've never even had a chance to talk to him. If you think I'm unaware of your actions on the abbey the past few days, you are mistaken. I really don't care what you wrote. Now I'm going to say, oh, I know that you visited the widow, convinced her to question the legal status of her lease. Do you often spy on old women? News travels quickly in a small town. I suppose it's something you wouldn't have learned after all your time in Venice. But yes, I know. And no, the legal status for her late husband's lease is not in question. Let's see what the Then why are you so upset about it? I love saying that. Because your presence is annoying and corrupting, like a fly in the ointment. So, like, you and this Abby, oh, we're already on such bad terms now that I think I'm just gonna, like, push it. You think you're upset because I know I'm right, and what you're doing isn't legal. You don't decide that, and if you interfere again, you will pay for it. Now then, for all your meddling, you will not be welcome. Yes, I know. What are you gonna do? Throw me out? Well, I'm not coming back to this place. I apologize. I'll just say fine. Your days are interfering in the daily life. This abbey will end. Yes, I've already understood that. Try not to perjure yourself. Well, I don't know how this is gonna go. Please state your name for the record. Ooh. Well, I'm definitely not going to say troublemaker. That seems like a really dumb idea. Recently of Venice, that sounds kind of egotistical. Son of master artist of Nuremberg. Journeyman artist. This is a little more humble. Let's go the slightly more humble one. Ooh. I don't know if that was good or bad. It was all ooh. The Abbey still has commissions from wealthy patrons, and I need money before to... I ask myself... Wait, I don't want to say either of these two, so I guess I'm saying this one. I think we're ready to begin. Of course, Your Reverence. Now then, Master Mailer, what was your relationship to Lorenz? I knew him only for a day, but we were on friendly terms. Incidental acquaintances, nothing more. Would it be fair to say that you did not feel that you knew him well? Yes, Your Reverence. That's unfortunate, but I'd like to try to characterize the man for me. Confident, overbearing, getting used a nobleman for all that's good and all that's ill that goes along with the title. Ooh, do I really want to say this? Like, is this going to get me executed? Confident, overbearing, used to getting what he wants. Do you think someone would kill him for that? Someone, perhaps. I will need more than perhaps. Someone had to have a reason, if not for that, for something else. Otherwise, it makes the present somewhat difficult to explain. The Baron was murdered here, in this very room. Someone did it. Believes it was one of his monks. I've met and questioned him at length. Well, it seems unlikely that a man of his age and temperament could murder the Baron. He was discovered in fragrant... That's... means caught in the act. Technically, he discovered the corpse. He was not caught. Yeah, sure, let's correct him. That seems like a great thing to do. We are so getting executed for this. Master Miller, I'm not interested in clarifications, technical or otherwise, in matters of Latin or law. If you wish to advocate on behalf of, I suggest shutting your mouth until I ask you a question. Oops. Hero has reason to represent the Baron, the loss of his work, and blah blah blah. And for his age and infirmity, I myself have read many cases which a man of modest strength succumbs to the temptations of the devil. Once seized by the devilish fever, the poor... Okay, so this guy's just an idiot. What I'm saying, in spite of the curious circumstances, Brother Pyrrha is the most plausible perpetrator in this most vile act. I understand that you are on friendly terms. You may also interact with the Baron both in town and in the Abbey. Did you witness anything that suggests someone else could have murdered the Baron? I have to pick one of these? I have to pick! I thought I could just... Honestly, I was gonna say before this, I was gonna explain this when given the option. I was gonna kind of say, like, yeah, it was Brother Pyrrha, because he actually doesn't care. He's like, whatever, I'm old, to just kill me. And, like, in a way, none of these people deserve to die. Like, the Baron got what he had coming to him. But, so I have to pick. Well, this makes me uncomfortable. I didn't think I was going to have to pick. Yeah, I have to pick. You're right. If I honestly, in my... You know, the only person that didn't have a weird note was this guy. Middle is always the right one. I'm going to just say this guy argued with the Baron. The town stoneman. Alright, what's the connection between this element of worms? I and at least 3 farmers in the village saw Lucky arguing with the Baron when he came to town. Lucky wanted to take a revenge for the death of his daughter. The stoneman believed that the Baron had murdered this young woman. No, she was suicide. Lucky held the Baron responsible. This is quite hard to follow. What does it have to do with the Baron and the stonemason? On his last visit several years ago, the Baron charmed Lucky's daughter and left her behind. Sometime after that, the Baron left. He realized she was with child. The stoneman and his wife did their best. He did not want to keep the child. She attempted to stop the pregnancy by way of her mother's medicine. Yes. I see. In the end, the medicine claimed her life. And the unborn child with it, I presume. Stoneman Lucky has held a grudge this whole time. They argued about it, something I witnessed in the morning the Baron arrived. The town stoneman must be quite strong enough to wrestle the knife out of the nobleman's hand and turn it against him. Pertinently wisdom. That seems plausible. Tells us his strength may be exaggerated. I'll say that seems plausible. Thank you for your confirmation. Is there anyone else? You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do? This could be a very bad decision, and I'm going to do it. I am going to tell him everybody's a suspect because the Baron was such a horrible person that maybe afterwards he'll be like, whoa, everybody hated this guy. You know what? Maybe we don't kill anybody. And in fact, the only guy we arrested is the only guy without motive. Let's go from the top. One of the nuns. Why would one of the sisters have something against him? It's my understanding that the sisters had little interaction with him. He certainly had time enough to cause offense. Please explain. Will do on his last visit several years ago. He attempted to have his way with one of the nuns. She refused him. He beat her almost to death. She was buried away, blah, 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 to avoid scandal, but she still suffers today. And you believe she wanted revenge? Yes. And the submission, and what did she say on this matter? She didn't deny her anger towards the Baron, but she did deny that she killed him. Is she a strong woman? Yes, she's strong. Even so, it'd be difficult to overpower the Baron and wrestle the knife away from him. I admit, it seems implausible. I don't want to convince him of anybody. I just want to talk about the Baron's bad deeds. I'm just going from the top. The widow. What cause did she have? The Baron was responsible for the death of her husband. Responsible how? Years ago, when the Baron visited, he quarreled with him. And the two came to blows. According to the widow, the Baron beat him so severely that he never fully healed from his injuries. He died not long ago, and their home was in legal jeopardy. The widow held the Baron responsible for all of this. And how do you propose a woman killed the Baron? It's hard to imagine a woman of frail crone taking the Baron's own knife away from him. My experience, I'm going to say, I admit, that seems unlikely. Oh, this is, I'm going to talk about the lease with the Abbey. Is this relevant to the murder? No. It's not, but you should listen to me. Please be brief. Okay, here we go. The abbot had Brother Guy write a letter to the widow reclaiming her land. It's based on a false claim. False in what way? They claim the lease was with the widow's late husband. It was not. The lease began generations earlier with her great-grandfather. What substantive bearing does this have on the abbot's claim? If the existence of the lease for the widow to partition her land to other renters, she could pay for the fees of the land. The abbot has no reason to misrepresent the lease unless the existing lease is unfavorable to him. Call out the abbot. I admit, I can think of no other rational reason for him to do it. Very well. I just got an achievement called Legal Eagle. I shall make my own inquiry after I completed my work here. Good. The abbot is going to be so mad at me. Now then, let's return to the matter at hand. So the local thief, like, not really. I kind of don't want to... I don't really want to bring this guy up because the Baron blackmailed him. I guess that's bad. Yeah, let's do it. All we're trying to do is talk about how bad the Baron is. This is an extraordinary claim. The abbot speaks highly of the prior and oversees both in his work, does he not? Yes, Your Reverence. But his role has little bearing on his motive. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. That's true. That's fun. Why should I take a word over the respected officer of the Abbey? I can provide evidence of his motive. Please do so. One day the Baron arrived. He secretly observed the scriptorium. Baron Rothgar and were exchanging letters about performing a magical ritual during the Baron's visit. Sure. I'll say this. Do you have proof of this? Yeah, I have the letters. I have the letter. In it, the prior mentions that he will not perform the ritual, even if the Baron does follow through on this threat to implicate him. The implication of necromancy is a serious matter. The prior's position would have been in peril, possibly even his life. Do you believe he would have killed the Baron? No. In a test of strength, the Baron's knife, it seems unlikely he could have prevailed. True. I don't think he did it, but again, I just want to talk about how bad the Baron was. On the day the Baron arrived, is there anything else you want to say about the prior? No. No, I gave him the letters. I said what I said. Who else may have wanted to see the Baron dead? The thief he's not relevant to this. He had no motive, and the Baron didn't do anything to him. So I am done, and I don't know what's going to happen. Very well. Are you aware of anything else that might shed light on this case? His brother Florian told you about the note he found in the Baron's clothing. Yes, Brother Florian explained how he came to find it, and told me of its contents. It's entered his testimony in our register. Your description of what has transpired between the Baron and the person explains the meaning. You don't think the stonemason wrote it, do you? No, whoever wrote it was a talented scribe. I understand this Curacao has two, the elderly brothers and the younger brother Guy. Oh, the notes. The notes point to these two. Oh, that's so interesting. Or it points to me. To be frank, Your Reverence, neither man has the skill to write in this way. Oh no. There's something else about it too. The style is just different, unlike these guys writing, unlike mine. Yeah, let's put that in there, unlike mine. Yes, well, whatever the particulars, it seems it will remain a mystery that stands apart from the commission of the murder. It's not, though. It's the key to solving it. Unfortunately, there is more to tell. I found more notes. Notes written in the same hand on the same type of parchment, and to those who had motives to kill. That's deeply troubling, but again, beyond the bounds of our investigation. It's not, though. In any case, thank you for bringing it to my attention. Thank you again for your time. Okay. I don't know. Hey! Look at this! We actually... This is our first time we've ever had our bar full of, like, persuading somebody. So, making that pedantic point, that hurt us. But the other stuff helped us. We had an orator background, and we gave our name politely. Yes! Woo, we barely made this. Would it be impertinent for me to opine on who the killer is? Not at all. You're an educated man and conduct yourself appropriately in this inquiry. I reserve final judgment, of course, but who do you believe killed the Baron? On second thought, I'd rather not influence your decision, Your Reverence. Oh. Of all the people that I mentioned, I don't want to pick any of them. So I'm going to say on second thought, I do not want to influence your decision. That's it. Your contributions to the inquiry are appreciated. Thank you for your time and candor. You're welcome, Your Reverence. I want to help in a way I could, but I know my heart in that he's innocent. I'm going to say that. Until later. Until then. All right, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Ah, my nose. Cool. Cool. Give me 1 second here. Andres, I didn't think you were coming to this. Well, let's see what's up. Who's being hanged? I didn't think I was. I suppose I want to see how this ends after all. Can you believe that Lucky killed the nobleman? I am just... Maybe I should have downplayed his strength or something. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. You missed the trial. The magistrate came in, read all the charges, and found him guilty. No, I can't believe it. It doesn't seem right. This isn't what I told the Archdeacon at all. Should I protest too much? I said I can't believe it. It doesn't seem right. I can't remember the last time there was an execution. Oh, here comes the procession. Well, I don't know. Maybe he did do it. I don't think he did it. The notes are an outlier. He didn't write the notes, and the notes are related. Andres, I'm just gonna nod. I'm not really super stoked about this. I don't know, it's Latin. I'm not going to read that. See you in hell, stonemason. Shut your mouth, Miller. Silence, silence! I order the execution to carry out his duty. Warned him peace and safe conduct wherever... Oh, this is horrible. Look away, people. Commit my spirit. Watch. Look away. I'm looking away. I can't. Thank you. I'm so glad the game gave me the option. I don't want to see this. Ugh. You've executed well. Blah, blah, blah. For that, my master who has taught me such art. Well, that was great. I feel so good about that, he says sarcastically. I know this is your doing. I swear to you that I had nothing to do with this. I don't believe your husband could have done this any more than I believe Brother Piero are capable of it. But you talked to the Archdeacon. What did you tell him? Very little. Just that I knew that the Baron... Just what I knew about the Baron and Brother Piero. And why did they take him from me? Oh, this is so sad. I'm so sorry. Oh. This game does not make me feel good. This game makes me feel bad. Andres, has the time come for you to leave us? Yes, and none too soon. The farewell will be brief. I was made clear I was no longer welcome. For the time will soften his heart. I hope eventually he realizes you were only trying to help. This is a sad parting, but inevitable. I had hoped you would stay a bit longer, but the world needs more. The world needs you more than we do. We have grown beyond this old abbey and become a master in your own right. I will miss you, son. And I you. Your masterpiece is complete, but I go see it one last time before you go. Please, I value your assessment. The opinion of an old monk matters little. All the same, I am excited to see it finished at last. Well, there we go. It's a masterpiece. Truly worthy of the world. Is it? I mean, it looks cool. And it appears you took my advice to heart. What advice was that? To put yourself into the work, not just interpret other artists' work, but to transform it into something true. It shows the world as it is, and you have seen it, even if it's not what we may want to see. It's not my place to say, so I'm proud of you. Okay. Man, I don't know. I don't know about this ending. What's this? A scrap of parchment? Do not return here. A warning. I mean, Whose hand is it? It doesn't look like anybody's. Yeah, I know. It's the same person. And I found notes delivered to others while investigating. Someone was trying to manipulate him into going to the chapter house in the middle of the night. It must have been written by someone who knew the darkest secrets of the town and this abbey. They tugged at those secrets to kill the Baron, like someone pulling at threads that had been buried in the past. Yeah, like, who knew all of those things? Oh, I know who knew all of those things. The women at the yarn circle. I mean, he's even alluding to that metaphor. So, their husband? I wish I knew. Don't trouble yourself about it. Your future lies outside of these walls. I hope that you will have time to visit me once or twice in your travels before the Lord takes me. No, I can't come back here. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Assuming he doesn't forbid it. We must have faith in better... We must have faith that better days lie ahead for us. Bless you. Alright, thank you for your friendship. Well, there we go. That was weird. That was weird. I don't like it. Are you alright, Master Andres? What is this? What? Are you alright? Oh, this is like way in the future? Thank you. I was just remembering him. Trying to anyway. It doesn't come easily anymore. Oh, would you like me to leave you alone? No, it's not necessary. There's something to be done. It's too late, like so many things. I never expected to see your face again. Are we gonna get like a break? Because I wanted to kind of end it, but it didn't seem like... Have you been in Nuremberg these last 7 years? No, Nuremberg for a few years, and I received some lucrative commissions abroad. Okay. No, cancel. This is where we're going to end it. I don't want to pick a background, but it won't let me close the game. Okay, let's pick a quick background, and then I'm going to desperately try to close the game, because I think this is such a great spot to end it. I want to start next stream with this. I could just like force close it and then see where it auto saves. Let's do that. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining me. I do appreciate your patience with some of our technical difficulties. And this Saturday, we're going to get back to Seasons. I am going out of town, so it won't be a super long stream, although I said that about this stream, and here we are. So Saturday, the 18th, back with Seasons, and then next Wednesday, definitely back to this game. We're loving this game. We're going to keep playing this game. This is the game that we're playing, even though it's hard. So have an absolute wonderful time, and I will see you all next Wednesday or on Saturday. Okay.